I'm Rick, a 53-year-old office worker. I live with my wife, Nora, and my daughter, Pam, who will turn 25 this year. However, our life together as a family is going to end soon. Oh! This is so sad! I was drinking and crying in the living room while looking at the family album. Then my daughter came in and called my name, laughing.
Dad, you're crying too much. If you're like that now, what's gonna happen at the wedding? If you cry throughout the whole ceremony, the guests will be surprised and probably pay more attention to you than me.
There's a reason why I'm crying. Pam has recently decided to get married. I feel so emotional and sad that the daughter I loved for so many years is going to be gone. I can't help but cry looking at the pictures. Because I realized it's already been 20 years since these pictures of you when you were little. I can't help but cry since you've grown so much.
Even so, you're crying too much. Real dads in other families don't cry as much as you do.
Yes, my daughter Pam actually isn't my real child. When she was 5 years old, her mother Nora and I married, so she became my stepdaughter. Even though we're not blood related, I've raised her like my own daughter, with love and care for 20 years, so we're nothing more than a family, and nothing less. She also loves me like a real father, not a stepfather. I'm so happy about that.
But thanks for crying for me. Hey, I don't know what my biological father looks like, but you're the one and only father to me, even after I get married. Remember that. I really love you so much, Dad.
Hearing that, I cried even more. Don't say that. Please don't leave me. Stay by my side forever.
What? Are you for real, Dad?
Like that, I was enjoying the funny, yet slightly lonely moments with Pam before she got married. But something terrible happened 3 months before the wedding. Pam planned a dinner party for both families to meet as a substitute for the engagement ceremony. As we were about to leave, I received a call from my boss. What? Business trip from now? New York? Seriously? Seemed like my subordinate had some kind of trouble while working with a client in New York, so I had to go immediately to resolve the issue. But still, there's an important family dinner party that I need to go to tonight! Even though I tried to refuse, he kept begging me, please do something about it! Looks like the situation is serious. It's not only a problem interfering with work, but also will suck from my subordinate if something he worked so hard on is wasted. After a while, I decided to discuss this with Pam and Nora.
Hey, no problem. The main two are gonna be there, so I'll go alone. I really wanted you to be there, but since it's work, there's nothing we could do.
They probably accepted my absence since I asked them with a very apologetic look.
Come to think of it, the other family only has one father, so it might just be right for one parent from each family to attend.
Pam's partner had already lost his mother, so he lived with his father. As she said, it may have been true that the balance might have been off if we both attended while only his father attended. I wanted to say hi to his father, so it was heartbreaking not being able to be there, but I had no choice. I left the greeting to Nora and rushed to New York. 3 days later, I somehow managed to resolve the issue and came home. However, Nora was acting a little weird. I'm home. Is everything okay, Nora?
Guess what? Pam's partner's father was so sweet and such a gentleman. He has sophisticated romantic gray hair and works as a lawyer. Why didn't Pam tell me about him before I met him? If I knew he was like that, I would have worn a better dress and put on more makeup.
She had always loved handsome men, so she seemed to be excited that her daughter's partner's father was one.
They don't look much alike. Maybe he got the looks from his mom. Anyway, I was so surprised because he was so handsome. Welcome home, Dad! Oh God, she's been like this ever since that dinner party. Mom, you better not do anything embarrassing. I know, you don't need to tell me that, Paige. Oh my, he was such a dreamy man. I want to meet him again. Also, guess what? The people at the family thought that we were a married couple and came to eat as a family. Oh my god, what should I do? What if that really happens, though? Yeah, I'm blushing. Help!
What on earth are you saying? I understand her being all excited about a handsome man, but does she know her position? A sense of unease crossed my mind, and that anxiety became a reality when I noticed that she completely changed after that day. To put it simply, she began to compare me to his father and look down on me. For example, whenever I woke up a little late on my day off, "Good morning."
God, just because it's your day off, don't be lazing around. Also, aren't you ashamed to be wearing that worn-out sweatpants? Do you think it's okay to dress terribly like that? Really?
The reason why this is worn out is because you said, "What a waste, you can still wear it," and told me not to buy new ones even though I wanted to. But I kept quiet.
Pam's partner's father wakes up early in the morning to jog on his day off. So different from you, who lazes around the house doing nothing all day.
Nora began to wear heavier makeup and flashier clothes as days went by, and she would always pressure Pam to hold another dinner party. I knew that she loved handsome men and would easily follow them, but I never imagined she would be the same towards the father of her daughter's fiancé. I was dumbfounded and at a loss for words, but I mean, it's a person who's going to be my daughter's father-in-law. I'm sure that Nora will realize that and get over him and go back to her normal life after some time. Or so I thought. But I was wrong. That wasn't the end of it. There was more. 3 months later, time went by, and it was finally the day of Pam's wedding. A lot happened, but today's the day. Just thinking about today's ceremony makes me want to cry again. Memories are flooding back. No, this isn't good. I need to change now. Can't be late. While I was quickly changing into a tuxedo, Nora found me and came up to me, saying,
Hey, you don't have to change, by the way.
"Huh? Why is that? Didn't Pam say that there's no place to change there? So I'm changing here." Seemed like Nora had already finished getting ready for the wedding.
Didn't you hear me? You don't need to attend the wedding, so take that off.
What? I was shocked. What on earth is she saying? What do you mean I can't attend the wedding?
Because you're her stepfather, not her real father, so it won't matter if you're there or not.
You're calling me that after how long? 20 years? I've raised her for that long, though. Really?
It doesn't matter if it's 20 or 30 years. Since you're not blood related, it's just a step relationship. From now on, I, real mother, will be with Pam's partner's real father, and we'll be one happy family. So you're nothing but a nuisance. Understood?
What? You're going to put your hands on him? You've got to be kidding me! He's the father of your daughter's partner!
It's not like there are any legal issues involved, so it's fine. I'm also sick of living with a guy like you for 20 years. From now on, I want to live my life looking at a handsome man's face. Pam is getting married and is going to leave the house, so I think it's fate that he appeared before me. Oh my god, what should I do? Today's my daughter's wedding, but maybe it would be nice to have a joint wedding with parents, too.
Oh no. Please don't tell me that you guys already have that kind of relationship!
No, of course not. It's too early. Yeah! But my fate is already decided. I mean, no one has ever rejected me after falling in love with them.
This is ridiculous! I'm divorcing you! Were we a proper married couple for the past 20 years? I began wondering that.
You want a divorce? That's fine with me. Since you were the one who said it first, pay the alimony, okay? Great. So, us getting divorced means there's no need for you to attend. I'll head there by myself. I'll get the divorce papers, so fill them out without complaining, okay? Bye!
After saying that, she left by herself with a smile on her face. I was confused by the sudden turn of events. What on earth just happened? It didn't make any sense. One thing that was clear was that Nora left and told me she didn't need me anymore. And that the job I had done as a father for the past 20 years was completely denied and was refused to attend my own daughter's wedding. Is something like this allowed? This isn't something I could forgive. But I couldn't talk back to her. The word stepfather that Nora said pierced through my heart. It is true that I'm just a stepfather to Pam. Hold on. What if even though I thought of her as my real daughter, she hadn't been thinking of me as her real father? What if she's calling me stepfather behind my back? I want to know about this, but I'm scared to find out at the same time. I need to drink now. I then went into the kitchen and brought a bottle. Need to ease the pain. I'll drink until I forget there's even a wedding going on. I started to drink, one after the other, in desperation, and didn't know how long I was doing that for. When I woke up, I was sleeping on the couch, still wearing the tuxedo. I was woken up by the persistent ringing of my house's doorbell. After it stopped, I received a call from someone, and when I looked at the screen, it was a video call from Pam. Hello? Pam? I looked at the clock and realized that the wedding had already started. Oh no! I quickly got up and connected my phone to the TV and watched it. Hello? Pam? Did something happen there? Then Pam appeared on the screen in a wedding dress. It seemed like someone else was holding the phone and filming her, but that person was so bad because it was blurry and hard to see. Is this person taking this while walking? Hello? Pam? Can you hear me? She then started to talk as if she was ignoring me.
Dad, thank you so much for raising me for the past 20 years. I appreciate it.
Huh? What's going on? Is she reading a letter right now? Oh, so I guess the person who's holding the phone is Nora then. She wants to show me this since she feels bad I couldn't attend the wedding. I bet she's laughing behind that. I was annoyed, but happy at the same time being able to hear it.
I can never thank my dad enough for the happiness he has given me. Before you came into my life was full of darkness. My mom was always hanging out with different men almost every night, neglecting me by not even cooking me a proper meal, and sometimes she would leave the house all night, giving me only $3. So when I was little, I lived my life without knowing what love was, but you came in and changed that. Since you became my father, I've learned the love of a parent and the joy of being loved. It's all thanks to you that I was able to find someone I love and I wanted to get married to. Thank you so much. It means a lot.
She seemed to be crying as she was reading it. I couldn't tolerate it anymore and started to cry too. The tears kept on flowing and flowing. I always knew that Nora fell for guys easily and neglected Pam, but I had no idea she was in pain.
I was told that my mom told my dad not to attend my wedding. I never in my life thought of him as my stepdad, so there's no way I wouldn't want him to attend my wedding. The reason you're doubting our bond is because I hadn't properly told you how I felt, right? I regret that so much. I'm so sorry.
I cried and started regretting too. Yeah, I should have asked directly to Pam while Nora was saying that. It's my fault for not listening since I was scared. Then her letter continued.
Dad, since I want you to be happy, I'm gonna tell the truth to everyone here.
What?
Mom has been cheating on you many times in the past. She's been having an affair with the guy working at the dry cleaners near our house. As for my partner's father, it's just my mom's love of being out of control. I was actually aware of all of her cheating pasts, but I couldn't tell you because I was afraid you'd get divorced from her and we'd be separated, so I'm sorry about that.
Oh, I see. Nora is Pam's real mother, so if we divorce, Pam will automatically be taken in by her. So that's why she couldn't tell me about it. Thinking about the pain she had been through, my tears started to flow even more.
I was finally over with Mom when she tried to make a move on someone who was going to be my in-law. I'll give all the evidence of the affairs to you, Dad, so please divorce her. Oh, of course, getting alimony also. My partner's father is a lawyer and he's willing to cooperate. Hey, even if you and Mom get divorced, I'll always be your baby, so don't worry, Dad.
I burst out crying. Pam then dropped the letter she was holding for some reason, and something different showed up on screen. Huh? This isn't the wedding venue. Is it outside? I see a lot of people walking with her, too. This place is familiar. Hold on. Wait, is it right here?
Dad, I really wanted you to attend my wedding. I want you to see me as a bride rather than Mom who neglected me and betrayed you. So, seeing you not there, I decided to come to you.
What? I had no idea what she was saying. I was confused. But at that moment, the doorbell rang. In addition to the repeated chime, there were also loud knocks on the door. Huh? Could that be Pam? I immediately opened the front door, and in front of me was Pam with her wedding dress and her partner. Not only that, there were also a lot of people behind them. What? Pam, what about your wedding?
I told you a moment ago that I don't want to do it without you. Since you weren't there, I brought the ceremony here.
What? Suddenly, a large number of people came in. Some began setting up the table and putting food on it. And some began building an altar using the TV stand. What's going on?
I talked to him and his father about it, and we decided to ask the venue to move all the party things to his house. I didn't think the people there would say yes, though. They were enthusiastic about it. They often host house parties, so it seemed like they're used to it.
Huh? Where's Nora?
Oh, Mom, I left her behind somewhere.
What? Left?
Since I thought Mom needed to cool her head, I gave her a nice champagne shower. I've never done that in my life, but it was so much fun! Things got wet and got ruined though, but I didn't care at all. It was worth it.
It seemed like her hair and dress were ruined after being splashed with champagne, so she rushed to a nearby hair salon to get it redone.
I'm guessing she just finished changing and arrived at the venue about now. She'll be shocked to see that it's empty. Imagine her face.
I laughed hysterically, thinking about her panicking in an empty wedding venue. Not just that. Pam had been a prankster since she was little, so I remembered all of the pranks she had done in the past, and that made me laugh too.
You finally left, Dad. Well, looks like everything is done, so why don't we start the wedding?
I noticed that there was a white cloth in the hallway. It was probably the bridal path that we were going to walk on. Pam then wrapped her arms around my elbow and said,
Wherever I walk with you, it will be my bridal path. Thank you so much for everything, Dad. I love you.
Pam! Thank you! Me too!
Goodness, you're crying too much.
Then I started walking with Pam down the bridal path to the altar in the living room while crying. After that, Nora and I got divorced. Looks like Nora had been persistently asking Pam's partner's father out on dates until today. He found it disgusting that she made a move on her daughter's partner's parent, so he recommended favorable divorce terms for me, so that I didn't need to see her. Nora, who thought she would be receiving alimony, panicked when she found out she was the one who needed to pay, but it was too late. She begged to get back together, but I refused, and Pam also cut ties. All of the relatives and acquaintances who attended the wedding saw her true colors, so no one helped her. After divorcing Nora, my relationship with Pam was cut off. Nah, of course not. She often invites me to her new house.
Even though you divorced, and even if I get married, you're my one and only Dad. Oh hey, when I have a baby, you're gonna be a grandfather.
It doesn't matter if we're related by blood or not. What's important is the time we've lived together and the bond of our hearts.
Thank you for watching! What kind of crazy people will we get to see next?